Hello and welcome to All Creator Tools. I am your host Colsey, and today we have a very special video because today we have been sent some very cool little cameras by OBSBOT, and we're going to be taking a look at them today. In the past, we've mainly focused on tools as in software or browser add-ons, extensions, things like that. But obviously hardware is an important factor when it comes to creating content. So we're very thankful to OBSBOT for sending out these cameras. These are both new cameras that they are releasing. Currently at the time of recording, these are yet to release. So I'm very honored to be able to take an early look at these. And we're going to have a look at them, unbox them, and see how they work and see what we think to them, basically. Starting off here, we have the OBSBOT Meet SE. This is 1080p, it says. We have the space gray version. And over here, we have the OBSBOT Tiny SE. Both of these appear to be 1080p cameras. We'll start with the Meet SE. Let's start by opening this thing, and I don't have a knife, so I'm using a key. Okay. Oh, that opens really nicely. Look at that. Okay, it says brilliance in every frame. Very nice. Oh my goodness, that's tiny. That's so much smaller than I expected it to be. I don't know how big I expected this to be, but this is so much smaller than... It's so small. Sorry, the other one's called the Tiny. This one's tiny. Oh my goodness. So we have a thread there that we can put it onto a mount of some sort, whether we want a tripod or whether you want to use an arm or something like that. USB-C on the back. We have here what I assume is the little magnetic, if I'm correct, mount that you can put on the back of a monitor. Ah, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. That bit clips over your monitor, and then that will, if I put this against the white background of this, see how that works there. Very cool. I will look at the manual. Don't worry. We'll get to the manual as well. I just like taking a look at all the stuff in the box. And we're going to assume this is a USB-C cable. Ooh. Hello. What are you? It's not just a USB-C cable. I was mistaken. There's more things. Ah, this looks like a lens cover. Little OBSBOT lens cover there. So that goes on the lens. Again, magnetic. So that done. Cool. Like it. Do like the use of magnets in these things. It's very clever. We should be using more magnetized stuff. And then, like I suspected, we have the USB-C cable, which is a USB-C to USB-C with an adapter so that we can plug it into a normal standard USB-A port. So let's have a quick brief look at the manual, shall we? Let's look at some of the technical specifications of this thing. It has a 1080p FHD lens, camera indicator, microphone, recommended for 1080 60/100 FPS. Ooh, we can do 100 FPS. That's interesting. That's a higher refresh rate than you normally see on these kind of things. Gesture control, on or off, auto framing, zoom. Ooh, we're going to play with that. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of specific software we're going to need to use, but we'll have a look. OBSBOT Center. OBSBOT Center. Okay, so we'll have to download that and have a play around with that. That's the OBSBOT Meet SE. Little tiny thing. This is so small. Very portable. Incredibly portable. Like, this is smaller than, like, a GoPro. That's the Meet SE. Now we'll unbox the other one, and then we'll get to setting everything up. Let's move to the slightly bigger one. Funnily enough, called the Tiny. Even though, quite clearly, the last one was tiny, but this one is also apparently tiny. So this is the Tiny SE. So let's, again, unbox this and take a look at it, shall we? Again, we've got the user manual. This one says smart tracking, smooth excellence. I know I just said the last one was tiny, but this one is also so tiny. Right, so if we do it against the box, so this is on like more of like, it's on like a, I want to say a gimbal, but it's on like an arm, and it can go up and down and side to side, and oh my god, it can flip all the way. Okay. This also has the mounting hole on the bottom so that you can mount it to a tripod if you want, but also this comes open so that this can sit on top of a monitor if you would like. On the back, again, USB-C for power and plugging it into a PC, etc. Oh, it is impressively small. I'm going to be honest. Like, the fact that the other one was so small, this one is also ridiculously small. Again, the same cable, USB-C to USB-C with an adapter for USB-A. So that is super useful. So, user manual. Again, recommended for 1080p 60/100 FPS. And then it gives some PC spec recommendations. But again, 100 FPS that's a lot of FPS. It's equipped with a 2-axis brushless motor gimbal. The controllable rotation range for the pan is 140 degrees and for the tilt is 30 degrees to 70 degrees. Gesture control 2.0. Again, we've got gesture control. We've got on-off human tracking. We've got zoom to two times. We've got dynamic zoom. We're going to have to look at these gesture controls because these are really interesting to me. Two awesome, cute little cameras. Time for me to plug these in. So we're going to start off with the Meet SE because it's the one I started off unboxing. So I shall now plug this in and I will be back with you shortly when we have this plugged in, mounted on the monitor. I have the OBSBOT Meet SE plugged in now to my PC. Now, before we download the software for it, I just want to see if we can get it in OBS. I'm going to try adding a new capture device. OBSBOT Meet SE stream camera. It's there. Oh, hello. Boom. Well, I mean, that has just worked. That has clearly just worked. Apparently, this is 100. Yeah, this does look quite 100 framey. Now that I've got this plugged in, I'm going to download OBSBOT Center so that I can really play around with some of the features that they have. So let me just download that. Connect. It's a Meet series. It's plugged in. It's plugged in. Having a slight issue here with this, it seems. Annoyingly, I don't seem to be able to get the software to work right this second. So but I've plugged in the Tiny, so we'll take a look at the Tiny because it's plugged in. I can make it work in OBS. Now I can't do any of like this. I can do it. Stop, zoom out. Okay, I was mistaken. So I tried to use the OBSBOT software. Now what I'm thinking is, because these are new cameras that have just released, they might not be like, they're not necessarily in the software yet because technically these haven't released, so the official versions of the software would not account for that. That's my guess. So I thought I couldn't use all the zooms and the AI stuff, right? All this. But I can use all the zooms and stuff. I can use all that cool stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Right, I'm going to need the manual back because... Oh God, where have I put the manual? Okay, so this is... It just followed me. Did you see that? I just leaned down to pick this up and the camera followed me. Okay. Well, I was wondering how we activated that, but it seems it is activated. So, to enter human tracking mode before the gesture is shown, the current status light will flash twice and then turn to state of blue. So if I do this, now it's not tracking me because the light's turned. But if I do this and give it a second, 2 clicks, and now it is tracking me. Look, it's tracking me. Hello. Dude, this is cool. And then obviously if I stand up, it tracks me up here. It tracks. You can see the other camera I used for the unboxing. Okay, well, I want to sit down again now. Dude, this is cool. This is very cool. Right. So I can do this. Oh, hello. That's a 2x zoom. Now zoom out. Nailed it. Dynamic zoom. Okay, so if I do this. Ooh. Okay. This is so clever. So I can find like my framing and I can go, I like that. And then I can go, hey, stop following me. And it'll stay like this. That's very impressive. That's very cool. I love that. Enable hand tracking. How do I get hand tracking? That's a good one. That was another option that this one had. Hand track. To enable hand tracking, simply use the OBSBOT Center software. The OBSBOT Center software doesn't want to work for me right this second as I'm recording this, so we might have to leave that one for now. This is so cool. And it looks really good as well. Like, it's not got like the depth of field that like a camera has. That's part of the niceness of a camera. I use a DSLR hooked into a capture card. That's how I do this. It does give like a really good picture, and the gimbal stuff is really cool. This would be a great use case for like VR, for like IRL stuff. I'm thinking, what is a good use of the tracking? Because I mean, if I'm sat here playing a game at my desk, I don't really need to be tracked. I'm not moving that much. But for something like VR, where you are moving around, or IRL, whether you're doing a cooking stream or whatever you're doing, this is super cool. I really like this. This is very clever. Just to give you a little bit more information on this one. So this is the Tiny SE, and the price that this is going to be is $99. Now, this video will release roughly around when the product releases, so you won't have to wait too long for it. But I'm just giving you the details I have. It's going to be $99. And for $99, this is a very, very nice webcam. Like, the quality's awesome. Like, I don't know how the sound sounds. Should we do that? We love to do that. That's always a fun thing to do. So now, in theory, what's happening now is I'm recording, obviously, my microphone, which I have been recording the whole time, but also the OBSBOT Tiny SE is also recording its own audio so that you can see the quality of the audio of the webcam. Now, realistically, if you want the best absolute sound for your content, you probably want to look at a dedicated microphone. But having a good backup microphone on a webcam is never a bad thing. So this is what the OBSBOT Tiny SE sounds like. I want to switch back quickly to this one, to the Meet SE. I want to take a look at some of the AI stuff with this one, which I didn't get a chance to first. So we'll switch back and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, right, we're back with the Meet SE and I'm going to take a look at that manual. So we can do the zoom. There she is. Zoom back out. Thank you, camera. Okay, so auto framing is on apparently. What does that mean? Oh, okay. So this one doesn't have a gimbal, but it'll follow you. I'm also recording the audio from the Meet SE, so you can hear the audio difference between like a dedicated microphone and the onboard camera audio. Again, if you're looking for the best audio, you want to get a dedicated microphone. I don't think there's any qualms or questions about that, but having a good, decent second backup audio or a decent webcam audio is never a bad thing. Again, I think I've been through all of the stuff with this one. I just wanted to check on some of those like AI features that they have. So this is the OBSBOT Meet SE. The price for this one will be $69. Nice. And again, the release will be around the release of this video. So there will be links in the description where you can go grab these cameras for yourself if you want to, if you're interested in them. I think I'm very impressed with both of them, to be fair. They are very good cameras. This one, super tiny and portable. Something like this is a little bit more, it's got a little bit more to it with the gimbal and stuff. But again, it's still super small. Like I said, the software at the minute doesn't seem to be working for me because these products are not yet released, I believe is probably the issue here. Thank you, OBSBOT, for sending out these cameras. Super enjoyed taking a look at them. I hope this video has been useful to some of you guys, and I hope that some of you guys will take a look at some of their products. They're obviously innovating and making some very cool products. And again, huge thanks to them for sending them out so that we can take a look at them here. Super cool. Please do remember to subscribe to us here on All Creator Tools. It does help us out a massive amount, and we really would appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please remember to always have fun creating.